Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News. Now the pleasure to be joined by Matchroom's Frank Smith. Frank, busy weeks for yourself recently, but it's fight week, Denny Cash.
Yeah, I know. I mean, great to be here. It hasn't quite got the weather in Birmingham and Puerto Rico, I'm going to be honest, but it's good to be here. Big weekend ahead, great show, some great fights on Saturday night, so yeah, excited.
Definitely. We'll start with Puerto Rico. I mean, Paro pulling up the upset. I mean, what a win for him. And yeah, talk to me about the new market of Puerto Rico, Frank.
Yeah, look, unbelievable night there, you know. What a win from Paro, like unbelievable performance. A lot of people, well most people wrote him off. You know, he went in there against Subriel Matias, who no one wanted to fight. No one wanted to take that challenge, but he went in there, he took the risk, and look at what he's done. You know, he changed his life forever. And all respect to him because he's now got the opportunity to do some big nights in Australia. Great night in Puerto Rico though as well, an amazing location for fights. You know, we had a sold out 10,000 people in there, and they were in there nearly the whole night. You know, they were in there throughout for the whole show, and that's what's great to see. It's a fight, you know, it's got fight fans there, and we're going to be going back there in the future. You know, Subriel Matias will be back as well. That won't be the end of him, but I think, you know, exciting times ahead.
Definitely. Do you think even though Matias lost, that home base in Puerto Rico is kind of set for Matchroom now?
I think it's definitely. Hello, mate. How are you? Right? It's definitely. We'll be looking to do shows there. Yeah, for sure. You know, like I say, when there's a market where you can sell tickets like that, it's great to see. And there's bigger venues to go to. There's a lot of talent there. You know, we've got Yankee El Riviera had a huge following on the show. He was chief support the other night. So yeah, we'll definitely be looking to go back to Puerto Rico. And also, it was a nice crowd. You know, like albeit their home man didn't win, they were very respectful. They appreciate the sport of boxing, and they appreciate that, you know, Paro got the win. And sometimes you don't always get that. You know, sometimes with certain crowds you don't get that same feeling. But yeah, it was good to see, and we'll definitely be back there.
Definitely. Richardson Hitchins obviously secured his position as the number one contender. Is that the next fight for Paro?
I think Paro will have a voluntary. I think, you know, look, there's huge opportunity to go to Australia now and make some big nights possible. I think we've seen it with George Kambosos when he won the world titles again, when he beat Teofimo Lopez. He went over to Australia and had some massive nights there. There's a huge market for boxing there, and I think Paro can do the same. You know, I think he's got to look to get the biggest fight now. You know, there's some big names that can be made out there, and then Richardson Hitchins will be the mandatory after that.
Perfect. So we'll go on to Denny Cash. I mean, what a fight card this is. I think it's a bit of a sleeper card going into this weekend, but massive fight for Felix Cash, obviously someone who you expect to do the business as well.
Yeah, look, Felix Cash is a special fighter. We've promoted him since professional debut, and I think, you know, he's been had a long time out the ring. He's been through tough times. You know, he's spoken very openly about it. I think if you watch our Make the Days Count program, he's spoken very openly about the struggles he's been through. But I think he's in the best position of his life. You know, recently changed and moved with Adam Booth, and I think he knows this is the time now. If he doesn't get it right now, it's over. You know, and the pressure's on him. But I think he's too good. I think, you know, for Tyler Denny, he's got great following. He's done brilliant things in the sport already. But I think Felix Cash is going to be too good for him, and I think you're going to see that on Saturday night. But an unbelievable show as well, as you say, top to bottom. Conor Walker against Crocker is going to be a tremendous fight. You know, Walker's got a huge following here. We've all seen what Crocker's done in his last few fights. That's going to be a tear up between those two on Saturday. Emma Dolan, Shannon Ryan, British title fight, brilliant fight there as well. Cameron Vong, shame about Jordan Flynn, and we wish him all the best, but Cameron Vong's back out against Jeff Afori. It's a tough fight, it's a real fight, you know, and he wants to move very quickly. So yeah, all the best to Jordan Flynn though there. Hamzauddin's back out, Ibrahim Spider Suleiman. Hello mate. Yeah, I said it, didn't I? You didn't even have to tell me, I said it.
One thing I'll say, there's a flyer there with every lad on there apart from Spider. And it hurts.
I didn't do it.
I know you didn't. I've had to go to Kane.
I'll have a go at the people who did it, alright?
Jay,
trouble from JK.
I mean, the one person I don't want trouble from is JK, but
He's a big old lump, he's like an havoc, isn't he? Imagine him having a tear up with me.
I think Misfits is calling, Frank. I don't know about that.
No, not for me, for him. Yeah, we'll get him on there.
No, definitely as well. I want to talk on Crocker Walker as well. A lot of talk was being made about the potential Paddy Donovan fight should Crocker come through. I interviewed Conor Walker the other day. He was very quick to correct me, saying if he wins, there's very much options for him going forward as well.
100%. Look, Conor Walker's got it all to play for, you know, and Lewis Crocker can't be looking past Saturday night. But that's a fight that's been spoken about for a long time. When we did the show back in January, there was potential of doing that fight next. Paddy Donovan obviously went into the Lewis Ritson fight, and Lewis has got this fight on Saturday. So yeah, it's been a fight that's been spoken about, but he can't look past Saturday night because, as Conor Walker said, he's coming for the win. And he's looking to upset those plans. And it's a great fight. It's a brilliant fight. I'm excited for it.
Definitely as well. And Conor Walker, obviously prone to the upset, stopping Cyrus Patterson, beating Cyrus Patterson a few months ago as well. Devin Haney last night, Frank. Obviously, Top Rank won the promotional rights for Haney Martin. Devin wasn't too happy. Just a bit of clarification on why Matchroom didn't bid for that fight.
Yeah, look, obviously we don't have a current contractual position with Devin Haney. We've worked with him in the past. We've had a great relationship, and I think we've done brilliant things together as well. We've done brilliant things together, and it's been a great journey. And we love Devin, Bill, and all the team. But at the same time, if you don't have a contract and you're a free agent, we're not going to be in a position. You've got to think we've got 100 fighters, so we got to make sure we keep all of those fighters active. We got to plan 6 months ahead as to where people are going, what shows we're doing. And it's not an insignificant sum of money we're talking about. The purse bid just for the main event is 2.5 million, 2.4 million. The costs of the show, the undercard, talking $3-4 million. And it's not just a case of, we'll do that next year. You have to do it within 90 days. You have to do it within September. We've got 3 or 4 shows already planned for September. So it's not just an easy process of going, we'll chuck that one on there as well, So. But look, it doesn't change anything for us. We've got a great relationship with Devin, and I'm sure we'll do stuff in the future as well. But we have to look at it. We're a business at the end of the day. Everything has to make sense, and it would be different if he was signed to us. If we had a contract with him, we'd have an obligation, and we'd have a plan for him to be fighting anyway, and there'd be the money there. So it's easy for people to look at it and go, "Oh, why didn't they do that?" But Top Rank have got Sandor Martin signed to them. He's one of their fighters. They got a position with Sandor Martin. So, but I'm sure people understand. But we'll see.
Everyone but people who use X or Twitter, I think, as well.
A lot of people were agreeing on X, though.
Good. I mean, I'm glad as well, because I feel like something goes wrong in boxing, Matchroom get the blame. Is a bit crazy, but also, Frank, as well, with these fight cards, massive fight cards, I think people have forgotten that Estrada versus Jesse Rodriguez is next week. I mean, preview that one, that massive fight for me, arguably fight of the year on paper.
Unbelievable fight. I think Bam Rodriguez, what he's done in the sport over the last few years is quite special. And that's why he's in the position he's in. Juan Francisco Estrada, he's come in, look, he's putting it all on the line against this young gun that everyone thinks is the next big thing. And it's a massive fight. We're going to have 8,000-9,000 people in there next week, Phoenix. But you got that, you got Jaron Ennis as well, who's our latest signing against David Avanesian as well on July 13th. It's great times, great fights happening week in, week out. We just had Subriel Matias against Liam Paro. It's a great time for boxing. Big fights are happening, and away from us as well. Gervonta Davis against Frank Martin. So much great boxing going on. It's good for the sport.
Definitely as well. Final one from me, Frank. Terri Harper and Steffi Bull announced that Terry's moving down to lightweight as well. Obviously, Rhiannon Dixon signed to Matchroom, has a world title at lightweight. Could we see a massive kind of domestic dust-up for a world title at lightweight between those two?
Possibly. Anything's possible.
Perfect. Frank Smith, thank you very much. So we'll catch up later in the week. Cheers, mate. Thank you.